all the noise the pantomime made about the NIM, what came out of it? The security we are supposed to fight with it. It didn't got worse after NIM. It got worse. 6 students of law students now are in their den, and they have been communicating with the parents and relatives of those students that they need 120 million. Later they now say 50 million each. They are talking with them on phone. Nobody can trace where it's coming from. Nothing. You can see what we are talking about. Nigeria, we have all the opportunity to move forward, but we are not. We have the wrong persons in office. Somebody should have been prosecuting Pantami by now because he deceived the whole nation. I'm not joking. You remember this happened during COVID-19. People struggle to go. They can't access their bank whatever because of NIM. After all those efforts and all they told us, nothing came out of it. Insecurity became worse. Is that what they are doing over there? And they are moving forward. You cannot cheat the system over there. They will trace you. That number, it follows you to the grave. But here, with all the nonsense, verification here and there, we have NIM, we have driver's license, we have international passport, we have BVN, yet.
Hey, Tracy, my girl. Welcome, Nigeria matter, not the lay person. I can't avoid it. We are ramping up right now because APC, they are not resting, so we can't rest. We gather day here. Welcome, my sister. How you dey? So apparently, Pastor Chris Oyakhilome don dey talk this GMO matter since. So
those who are evil.
He actually did. There's a video that was shared. So now everything gbogbo and now
they've genetically modified your fruits, your vegetables. Think about it. They're trying to control your food production. They're telling you what's better for you and destroying your natural seeds. Don't let it happen. Because if you take
I'm telling you, he's become a public nuisance. I love it. But I love it. That's what needs to happen. You have to be a public nuisance in Nigeria. Tracy, you and I know. You have to become a public nuisance in Nigeria because these people are up to no good. I'm telling you. They are out to... Look at what is going on now, right? Let me even pull up some information that I gathered. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with our South leaders. T-Pain is looking for Southern solidarity at this point, right? He's planning to go and hold a meeting with all the traditional non-minor. Yeah, I know. That's the only part. That's the only thing I don't agree with him on. That Atiku whole spiel. I don't agree. He should use his voice to tell Atiku to go and rest. I beg. We are tired of old men. We don't need geriatrics in the office. That's why they take advantage of them. Because they don't know what they are doing anymore. They are like babies. No. We refuse. I beg. Now that one, me and Barrister Darlington, vehemently, I disagree with him. Anyway, and he has, I mean, you know, people of that age group, I've noticed one thing about them. They always think in a certain way, right? They feel, you know, they think differently and they see things differently. So that's why they're pushing for Atiku. I can understand it, but no, we have to tell ourselves the truth. Okay? Now the one when they will leave behind, the generation, now we need to know what's good for us. They can't be telling us. It's like, you know, when you leave home, your parents never see you as grown. My mom never see, in their eyes, you're still a child. They will still want to tell you what to do, how they think you should do it. If you ask them for an opinion, they want to, you understand what I'm saying? That is how they think, right? So that's where they come. Sometimes some of the reasoning comes from like, oh, these people are still children. They don't know how these things work. We're trying to tell them, why don't you wait for your senior brother first or your senior sister? Let them go first and then you will go. That's the mindset. So anyway, let me go ahead. So T-Pain is planning to hold a meeting with all the traditional rulers in the southern part of Nigeria in order for them to convince their people to support and vote for him in 2027. Okay, no problem. But look at what the southern Nigeria looks like under Tinubu right now. All the ministers by region. Number one, you have Southwest. Southwest has petroleum, interior, education, communication, trade and investment, solid minerals, blue economy, finance, youth development, power, customs, DG, FAAN, Army, IGP, Immigration, DSS, EFCC, NYSC, CGN, and FIRS. 20 positions under T-Pain. The South now, even though there's nothing like South, all not just lies. The South, aviation, FCT, regional development, only 3, now they get. Southeast has works, and then 2, science and technology. How is this Southern solidarity? This is why I don't know the kind of leaders that people have in the South, dumbest of them all. They don't know how to use their power, nothing. Now the wealth of the country comes from you. They cannot form a strong political group that will resist anything that's not coming to us as South. We are not taking anything less than the best. No. Instead, are hungry baboons, the weakest of them all. Neither they put the greediest, gluttons. When you want chop for back, chop for front, chop for eye. That's all. That crew called Tinubu is a trickster. He now knows the importance exactly of Southern traditional rulers after playing tribal cards. I just hope that they won't fall for him. Even if they fall for him, is it the traditional leaders that will go and vote on election day? They only have one vote. It is the people. That's why I say it is the people versus APC. It is not the other way around. It's if we don't understand our power, now they go fit do the nonsense when they do. The traditional leaders, where have they been? Where people have been unalive? Farmers. Look at the Southwest. Fulani headsmen are taking over communities in the Southwest. They're not talking about it. They're not they talk about them. They are sweeping it under the carpet. But no, now the Southeast now be the problem for Southwest. It's crazy. I'm telling you. So anyway, I move on. Now, right? The next election is not about is not between South and North too. Right? Because that's what T-Pain is trying to make it look like. It's about the current and future state of Nigeria. As a people, if we don't understand that, then we are jokers. Somebody did a space yesterday talking about I don't know whether he's trying to mediate between Igbo and Yoruba, whatever. The guy opened the space and it turned out he's just giving his Emilokon brothers opportunity to just insult everybody's sensibilities on the space. And I'm like, why did you even bother? Why are you bothering? Do you understand? What are you trying to do? You are not doing anything here. You are just here to insult people. And then there were people there that were on TikTok, that were on Ghanaian lives, fanning the fans of hatred on people's TikTok lives, coming to talk. We remember, we are not dumb. We see everything that's going on. In case you people want to come and paint the future later, we are here to remind you. God will give us long life. We will remember. The South region, which generates wealth for Nigeria, is the most marginalized and unfairly treated region in the country. Blame your leaders. Blame your leaders. When the South go wake up and not know for them. When you will resist the useless leaders that they impose on you, I don't know. Okay, we move. Idris Abdulkarim don't release another jam for us, for GMO. Make we listen.
Your organs. GMO na big time poison. Any soil where the platinum nobody produce again. tell me, now which kind of seed be that? We go spoil your soil and destroy your body. If the seed go fit destroy the soil, that means say it go destroy your organs. President Tinubu, we want our organic food. Tell Bill Gates, make it carry GMO go. First Lady Mrs. Remi Tinubu, I beg, make you help us remind your husband. Time don't come to end all this insurgency and terrorism in Nigeria. So our farmers go back to farm to the grow natural organic food for us. Make you tell your husband, Mr. President, we don't need GMO because na poison. Papa, mama, shine your eyes. Tinubu and Bill Gates, they won't buy us. GMO we can bring is poisonous. Make me ask Tinubu, waiting the sun. Waiting the sun, waiting the sun. Tinubu, waiting the sun, waiting the sun. Bill Gates, waiting the sun, waiting the sun. Akpabio, waiting the sun. Why you not want fire?
Kene, welcome. Oh. You said there was a GMO segment. Fantastic. It's making waves. Maybe Gate carrying GMO go. I beg, we don't want. Eh? Now, yes, say Bigay get an island for Zanzibar when he build. Nobody feel reach there. Eh? Who shared that information with us again? I don't even remember. Whether na PCX na share. Nobody feel reach there for other people country. Is that what we want in Nigeria? I beg go. The same people that said Africa will be littered with, this is PCX now. The same people that said Africa will be littered with corpses on the streets due to COVID are the ones who said Nigeria's population will exceed 400 million by 2050 and will fall into a food crisis if we don't start eating transgenic GMO foods. They are the same people who said we need to eat bugs soon for food. 4, we need to eat synthetic beef and do away with cows because their fat causes global warming. Everyone who has defended GMO this far has quoted one of these 4 quotes. 3 are obviously stupid. What does that tell you of the one Dr. Yemisi quoted? It starts with an according to research or evidence-based study or experts predict. They buy into all these crazy postulations but argue correlation is not causation when we see obvious relationships between deteriorating health and the deployment of GMOs. I don't remember when Nigeria started to get sick people up and down. It never used to happen. Oh my goodness. Una know say EFCC they attack one family. They say and their neighbor around 4 a.m. Then so they enter the people's house, break their doors, check the husband phone. After they not see anything, they apologize. They waka. I've never seen EFCC. They be thugs. They not be police. They not be. I don't know who they are. The people when they're supposed to, they go after. They don't go after the politicians, the senators, the media when when they steal. They are right in their faces. Yaya Bello they there. Yaya Bello they there. No, then the young people they God. 2027 now war. I will keep saying it. Everybody need to ready. If you are not on TikTok, please. Go and start TikTok, I'm telling you, because these people, their misinformation spreads like wildfire. You guys know they just had a media summit. Their intention is to come with propaganda. Are you ready? This will not be to fold hand. If you don't get TikTok account, go and get it. Me, I go soon they do TikTok, everything join. That 2027, we must get the country back. We must, Hey, Obi, welcome, how you dey? How now? See, it's good to see you here. Eh? Okay, so Dr. What did they call her now? Jennifer, did they call her now? Dr. Jackie Ikentonye. Let's listen to her.
Not only talk about the... Thank you so much, and this is something I'm very passionate about. We've been on this since 2012 or 2011. And you get to a point where you not only talk about the GMOs, you're also looking at alternatives. And it's because of that I became a farmer. You know, I grew beans, I grew maize, and other vegetables. Now, what exactly are the problems? Seeds are the foundation of human and animal life on earth. Whoever that controls your seed controls your life, as you heard on that. Now, the second thing I want to establish is that you are what you eat. The third one is let your food be your medicine. That's what the father of medicine, Hippocrates, said to us. Then we need also look at the food labeling. These are the issues on this GMO debate. We look at the food labeling. We look at another one that nobody seems to talk about, the glyphosate. Now, what are GMOs? We've talked so much about what are GMOs. And you heard the guy talk about transgenic modification. The danger that we have is not, you know, a lot of times when you talk about this, they tell you, oh, you're anti-science, you're not supporting biotechnology. We love biotechnology. We want to grow with technology as technology is growing. But the problem we have is what we're doing in Nigeria and in some other places. But I want to focus on Nigeria. Nigeria is my country. I love my country. Yeah. And another thing I also want to, correct. When we talk about GMOs, people want to politicize it. This has nothing to do with President Tinubu. This has nothing to do with APC. It's important that we don't lose focus.
Exactly.
Food concerns everybody. All of us, we eat food. Now, GMOs in Nigeria, we're talking about transgenic. When you cross organisms that are taxonomically different, you have a problem. What am I saying? When you take, let's keep it at layman's, forget all the scientific stuff. When you take genes from an animal and put inside a plant, you're already breaking the boundaries of nature. Ethically, that is wrong. In a normal situation, a fish cannot mate tomato. But we are breaking these boundaries in the name of science. And what people are not talking about is, okay, what will be the outcome in future? Because when you talk, they tell you, oh, I run a hospital and I know the kind of diseases we see on a daily basis. Now, you're not going to literally link, oh, this person, like this 18-year-old boy that is hypertensive. You're not going to say, oh, it's because he ate GMO. Nobody's going to buy that. I mean, in terms of research and all that, okay? But we need to look at glyphosate. If I take your blood samples now and to the lab, I can promise you, that I can get the glyphosate residues in your blood samples. And I encourage Nigerians. That's why, when people come to the clinic. Yeah. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I encourage, when people come to the clinic, we do your nutritional profile. These are not conventional questions people ask you when you go to the hospital. I want to know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks. There's a reason for that. When I know what you have eaten in the past 2 weeks, if you have fed mostly on junk food, what do I mean by junk food? Fast food and all that, made from all this imported corn, soy food and all that, I can assure you 89% that you have glyphosate residue in your system. Now, the question is this: what is glyphosate? Glyphosate is the pesticide, herbicide, whichever one you want to use, that is used for growing GMO crops. Okay? Now,
so is it specifically for GMO, or is it just a broad spectrum
now,
herbicide?
What is going on is that farmers are now using it to kill weeds.
So it's not just farms. For GMO?
You must use it if you're planting GMO crops.
But they also use it for non-GMO crops.
Nigerians, they are using it for their farms now, okay? But the organic farmers, I don't use Roundup containing.
It should not be used.
It should not be used. Why? And I'm going to tell you why. Number one, before I get to that, GMOs, I tell people, are pesticides. Why do I say that? There's a definition. What are pesticides? Pesticides are an enormous group of chemicals designed to kill unwanted insects, insecticides, weeds, herbicides, rodents, and fungi. Many pesticides endanger human health or damage ecosystem, creating risk for companies to buy or produce food and other crops. Now, GMOs, for instance, the beans we just released, they are modified to produce their own pesticides, so that the pests that attack plants will not eat that. Now, that might sound good in terms of, growing the beans and all that, because of the implication to human health. Any plant that can produce its own insecticide or pesticide is automatically a pesticide. So, these plants, in a normal situation, cannot pass through NAFDAC regulation definition of food. And that is why it is not NAFDAC that is regulating GMO foods. It's another agency, because if NAFDAC,
the National Biosafety
Management Agency. Now, the danger in that is this: NAFDAC, they have their clear definition of food, so you cannot come now and start telling us that the GMO beans is food when there's a clear definition of what a pesticide is.
We must get sense. Oh, we must get sense. So finally, we are at war. Let's recognize that. It has to be discussed because of the ignorant Nigerians you have all over you. Ignorant Nigerians you have all over you. It has to be discussed. Dumb, illiterate, not be doctor. One doctor, MEC come on national network news. They tell you say GMO is good. If nobody talk about the matter, you smart, Michael. Not be so every other Nigerian be. What did they tell them when they know they give them light to listen to the right news? Oh, it must be discussed, unfortunately. You know how long these scientists, some of them have been trying to push the information out there. They keep getting blocked. Thanks to social media and awareness. I beg, let's listen to this. This one says, in 2023, INEC worked against the people. In 2027, will the people allow INEC to do the same? Let's listen to this.
Very, very clear that INEC refused to do what? Give us the information that the public desperately needed for democracy to strive in Nigeria.
As we don't hear waiting happen, the Labour Party for Obiakpo local government alone, based on the information we got from INEC's own server, meaning na INEC we carry am, go there, go put am now there we go from collect, we say make we show now that Labour Party got 77,436 votes, APC got 14,065 votes, and PDP got 4,569 votes. APC not even get only 15% for Obiakpo only. Labour Party get 80% and PDP get 5%. But what did INEC do? INEC gave APC 80,239. That is 95%. Can't reduce Labour Party own to 3,829. The question where we they ask, they say INEC. Now from where you get this thing? Because the thing where they say you keep for your warehouse where they call iron porter, it they show us different thing. But today own self be like say it go surprise us more. And make I tell us something. The court don't talk say INEC electoral guidance is a law in itself. That law says that this result should be uploaded from the polling units.
Even we dey talk right now, say with the song, don't show una say never upload and finish. Say for Rivers State, only Rivers State, they still never upload almost 2,000. That's 1,065 polling units. Now they never upload.
These things where would they bring out within our media, that is our mainstream media. Why we say they know they fit talk about these things where would they talk about? Why we say nobody they answer the questions where we say would they carry come out for their domot?
I want to make you subscribe to this channel.
Michael, you say here in Calgary, the biggest hospital they built in the last year is massive. Yeah, because they know what they are doing. They know what the people are eating. This is why, you know that conversation we're having about fasting. It's not a joke. You have to take it seriously to detox your body. Because you, even with the organic, you not even can know. You are not quite sure. You understand? Every once in a game, because when you do that, you give time for your organs to heal itself, and they will eat the fats up for you. You know, what I forgot to mention was aloe vera water. Aloe vera water is good for any type of growth in your body, whatever. So if you can you can make your own aloe vera, but they sell aloe vera water, but I'd rather make mine because we don't know what they put for inside. You understand? But I mean, they sell aloe vera water. You understand? So, yeah, this is why. People don't take care of themselves because, the public have trust. Some people, for here, for instance, Obodo, a lot of people eat out. A lot of these Oyibo people, they eat out where their life now, their salary half of an food, restaurant, Burger King, fast food, pizza. That's what they eat, right? So when they go, at the end of the day, as they go on, first of all, it messes with your digestive system when you eat all those foods over time. Sometimes there's somebody I knew that was having trouble. She know if you go bathroom for how long? For like weeks and months. She couldn't go. She had to keep going to the hospital. They prescribe this one, give her prescribe. I saw this one they prescribe. I said, just go buy pawpaw. Eat them with the seed. Eat it the whole day, the whole week. If you eat pawpaw with the seed, go find better pawpaw buy. Also when they talk, when they go hospital up and down. Now medicine they pack give you with all the medicine, nothing, still no nothing. Last, she had to succumb and start buying fruits. I say go and buy papaya. That's where this thing. Eat pawpaw. Drink just a drink water. The thing go virtually come out. Look, my people, you are your own hospital. Oh. Don't go and rely on anybody. Now you go take care of yourself. The system doesn't care about you. They don't care. They don't even provide health care anymore. So it's up to you. Your health is in your hands. Your health has become... So you eat to get well now. You eat foods that will give your body nourishment. You don't just eat because, it's very delicious. You don't know what they put inside. You don't know how it was cooked. You don't know how it was prepared. All this one they tell now, eat salad. Una go dey pack raw salad put for belle. It dey cost another thing, no, in case una no know. Una go dey eat raw salad. Where we dey come from now, we dey steam our food. We dey cook our food. We no dey eat raw things. All those things are dangerous. It's not too good to dey eat raw salad every time. It's not good though. Ma tell una again another tip. It's not good. Make sure say you steam your vegetables, please. I beg you, steam them. Don't go dey pack salad. You want to eat salad, you pack all the raw things together. Hey God, I beg. Hey, they've lied to us so much. The cancers of pancreas, liver, colon, kidney, blood are so much nowadays that you can't tie it to nothing else than what people are consuming, which has been exactly one of the reasons I wanted to go back to Nigeria was to go start growing my own food. Now I have to go fight GMO in Nigeria. Exactly. That's the problem. No, you're even lucky, Michael. You're in the village. In the village, it hasn't really... Do you understand? Because, I mean, like I told you, there's somebody that is helping me do my palm nuts thing. Palm nut farm, right? Yeah, I mean, in the village, they don't have all these issues when I talk to them and all of that. It hasn't gotten to a lot of places yet. So this is the time for you to make people aware on ground, to tell them to avoid certain things. I'm telling you, because there are no hospitals. Is it a coincidence that the doctors in Nigeria, they're frustrating them? They don't pay them well. Even the nurses, they don't pay them well. They squeeze the life out of them. They overwork them. It's intentional, because this man tell them, say, you remember there was one interview that came out about one doctor saying that they should stop training doctors. Do you understand? They want to stop the whole, so that in Nigeria we no go get any professional. Oh my God, we no get any doctors when go they take care of people anymore. They are paying people not to doing medicine. All this dentistry, when they try to sabotage, you think it's not. You think it's by mistake. It's on purpose. It's intentional. We don't know now what we do. I did my liquid fasting yesterday, and for some reason fresh parsley was of two types, Italian parsley and curly parsley. So I want to ask Rosezi, which one is best? I haven't even gone to buy my own parsley. I started mine yesterday, but full confession, no, I didn't start mine with water first. I did water, then I did watermelon. I have this organic watermelon that's been sitting there. They fear me the thing not go spoil. So I cut it open and I started with that yesterday. All through. Well, I stopped about 6 p.m. I just ate some and that's it. So now today, my real fasting, water fast will start. The pasta, I don't know whether Italian, you fit try the two now. Try which one will work for you. Rosette never dey here now, make it tell you the answer. I listened to the last conversation you had about fasting. When you are doing the parsley juice, try using the flat. Tracy don't answer you. He said try using the flat parsley, Italian, not the curly one. Okay, thank you very much, Tracy. Awesome. Yeah. So Tracy don't answer you. I dey boil water and soak my salad with vinegar. Wash am with warm water before drying it. Hey, Michael. Na cloth. I don't feel laugh. The way you dey talk am, na cloth you dey wash. You have the parsley in your garden. Oh wow, that's amazing. I think I need to plant some too in my garden. I have mint leaves. I don't have parsley. I need to buy parsley. Okay. Italian parsley, noted. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. How do you prepare it? Do you boil? Do you can you blend it and drink? Tracy, do you blend it and drink the parsley, or is it only by boiling? Now Benin I grew up from, and not the village, unfortunately. Oh, but my family is far. That's what I'm saying. So the village outskirts, just like exactly. So now the outskirts, yeah. Can they leave us alone? Leave us alone. The Everleys in the house. Leave us alone, oh, Kenny. Oh, that's nice. So I think I'm going to, when I go buy parsley myself, I go plant some. I get extra pots when I go plant put. Now close. Oh, by the time these people add preserve. Michael, I beg, I don't feel love. Oh, okay. So yes, I can. Oh, don't boil it. That's what I thought. Like, I think I'll just blend it instead. I order for CMOS. Hopefully the CMOS arrives soon, so I can add it to the parsley. I don't know if adding it will do anything. You know, I don't want the agents in it to clash with each other. Maybe I'll just do the parsley directly. No wahala. Thank you very much. All right, let's move on.
And it's quiet, and you want to already, and it's quiet already.
What did they happen? I still want to start from beginning.
Further increases.
Okay, we're back on top of the beer parlor, and like I said, the stakeholders always decide.
Okay, thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that.
Who buys the drink? Well, and of course, who buy the bush meat and the pepper soup?
Bless, you know these things.
I know.
Don't pretend.
No, I can't pretend. I have my friends. You know, even in the north, we have Miami market.
They say, tell me your friend, I will tell you who you are.
So if you are a soldier, you will be used to Miami markets. So, and I have you. So you are my friends. So tell me your friends. These are my friends. Does that mean that you are bad people?
Oh, well.
You just mentioned it.
I don't know what you are talking about.
So I know that Philip is not a bad person. So you said, show me when the campaigns are heating up. You see different politicians bringing this one, just like we're talking about Obi, El-Rufai, and the rest. Now, the Muslim ticket is not looking.
Oh my God, Mike, cannot let them. Tell them, may not use chemical burn your farm. May pay, get people when they clear cut grass. May pay them instead. Say, tell them, may not worry about the money.
Came out and said that.
May negotiate them. Or if you get person, you just boycott your dad. That's what family they do. Sometimes they don't go. They want to take the easy way out. Sometimes the shortcut. He means well, but you know.
Advised by the former Chief Justice, Attorney General of the Federation. Yes. Now, looking at this present situation, it shows that there is no good relationship between the Vice President and the President.
Exactly, Michael.
And
Exactly.
The Northern youth have fired back at the President, telling him, please, according to them, the APC youth threatening revolt over Shettima replacement. Is it that the president have hinted them that they most likely have somebody else in place of Kasim Shettima for the youth, the APC youth to have fired back? Do you suspect something wrong?
Well, it's always been said that there's no smoke without fire. The APC youth wing of the Northeast, where Shettima happened to come from,
Yes.
has come to lay their voice, add their voice to the clamor that, look, this rumor that we're hearing that their brother and father and leader might not be in the ticket, Tinubu shouldn't toy with it. Because what they voted for in 2023 was a joint ticket of Tinubu and Shettima.
Yeah.
And if anything, if Tinubu is going to spend 8 years, they expected Shettima to spend the 8 years with Tinubu. But they've been hearing rumor from every corner that there has been a lot of endorsement, both from the Northeast, Southwest, North Central, and what have you, endorsing Tinubu without Shettima. And it doesn't all go well with them. They can't comprehend it. That's why they had to speak out in this manner. Now look, let it not be that what we're hearing is true, that you have plan to replace Shettima. That if you would do, it will be detrimental to your own election too. So that the best thing you need to do is to keep the ticket the way it is. That way you will continue to enjoy our support as we are here today supporting you and campaigning for you. But anything short of that, we cannot say of what will become of your own ticket. That Shettima is not like every other person that jump from one to other. Maybe they have a hint of whoever the president is trying to pick from the Northeast, and they're standing the one is straight and direct. That if you do, well, you don't have also, you have yourself to blame.
Oh, yours is your own. Yes, you're on your own.
Yes.
No smoke without fire, I said.
Yes.
Is it true that this smoke has fire, or there's no smoke in there's no fire in this smoke? Number one. Then number two, is this threat something that the president should look out for?
Okay, number one, as you labeled it, you must first of all look at the antecedents of people. They say Leopa no the cheats.
At all.
Then in politics, we call it the idiosyncrasies of the man.
Exactly.
You go talk, say, Fulani man like you now know they forgive. It's because we have studied the Fulani people and know that they don't forgive. Do you understand? And all that. Then you say an Egba man doesn't forgive. Do you understand? That's why you see people like Awolowo deal with Akintola. These are our politics.
Yes.
And these are the things you project. And we normally say, we that are political scientists, we normally say our laboratory in our society, we they study our well. So you look at the antecedent of somebody like Tinubu. He doesn't take advice. You remember Bokno was the vice deputy governor in Lagos State in 1999. Before they finished, they fight scatter everywhere. Do you understand? He stab him. The same thing. He changes deputy governor for all times. No, the same thing. He doesn't, you will see what he will do. You see, all this game that you see, they remove Ganduje, bring somebody from North Central, Christian speaking part, do you understand? It's on purpose that they chose a Christian. He might still go with a Muslim, but definitely he's looking very risky, or he's looking very impossible going with Shettima. Now, the youth from the Northeast, APC youth from the Northeast, Shettima has some sway in the Northeast. And if you look very well, the governor of Borno State that Shettima handed over to has also not aligned very well. You know, he was one of the person that said this tax we won't do so we no agree. Do you understand? They've opposed him in a way. But I think what I think the president should do, he should not put himself into too many fights. Should not put himself into too many fights. If he's fighting opposition, he's fighting dissident within the party, fighting a vice president. Do you understand? I don't think the fight is too good.
Okay. If you don't think the fight is okay, a lot of people say Shettima has not been so relevant in this present administration. If somebody is not relevant, don't you think you have to change the person? Or do you think maybe he wasn't given that free will to show himself because the Shetima we know is an intelligent person. So do you think it poses a threat to the 2027 ambition for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu if it eventually happens that he replaces Kashim Shetima?
You see, some time ago we have said APC looked like a house in disarray. You know, a house against itself. If you say Shetima had not been relevant, the question you ask yourself, what truth have they given to Shetima that he hasn't performed? You could see that the office of the vice president has been rendered redundant. That is why the person of Hakim Baba Ahmed had to resign. Don't forget, it was an SSA to the president in the vice president office.
Yes.
The man said for the 2 years that he was in that office, he never met the president. President wanted to render an advice, which is his primary function, that he cannot be any money that he is not working for. So, don't you think the same thing is applicable to Shetima himself, the vice president? So, if you had already beaten the child is crying, you want to beat him further, you might not be able to, know what the reaction of that child will be. If Shetima has been put in this very difficult situation already and is quiet, and you want to further increase his pain by saying that you are jettisoning him for the 2027, that might be an opportunity for him to actually express himself and to say to the public what he has suffered as a vice president to you. So my advice to Mr. President is that Nigeria is not Lagos. Like he said, in Lagos you changed several deputy governors and you were successful with there were no issues. You might not be so, because this is Nigeria. The vice president is a slot to the northeast, and they cherish it. Whether it's redundant or not, they still bear the name vice president. So if you are going to take it away from them, plus the fact that the man has been there just for cosmetic, for decoration, and then you want to further humiliate him by saying that he's not qualified enough to run with you, I think it will not all go well with him. Okay. So you should be careful.
You know this song when Tiwa Savage sing. He said, "Make we scatter this place tonight."
They are scattering now.
So if the thing go accordingly, the place will scatter. That's number one. Number two, we must not also forget the voice of Dati Baba Ahmed. Dati said, "If they tell you what Shetima do, now only Tinubu will fit tolerate him." It's possible also, because he said if the thing that he has done, you can't say it on national television. So we don't know what he has done.
Could it be that the president is acting on that?
We don't know. Yes, well, possibly, because there was a time that it was rumored, allegedly, that the two of them know they see. I don't know if you understand. So, but like I said, when I sing that Tiwa Savage song, say, he said, "Make we scatter this place." So they should not scatter the place, because everybody will go home empty.
But if they eventually scatter, is it not
to the
advantage of the opposition?
Where the opposition they were, brother. We don't say
I think they are part of the opposition. So if you were to advise the president, one, and if you were to advise the APC wing of the Northeast, the youth, what would the advice be to them? Should they continue with their threat, or do you think their threat is an empty threat?
If I want to advise the president, he should follow the way of Obasanjo. That knelt down to beg Atiku, because he already has a lot of baggages. Though he knows how to wriggle himself out of issues.
Planner.
He's a master planner. But say when you don't the old small that plan, the finish planner making. So there are some when lion they grow, you go drive other lion way struck past. But when they drive, it does see and then the old, they will come back, chase them away. Sometimes they go eating flesh. Do you understand? So let it not be like that. He should forget all those, forgive him and continue with him.
Okay.
My
Do you think he should forgive him, or he should adopt his legal strategy and work with it, and see maybe this time, maybe he has sat down to look at the relevance of Shetima I realize that there's somebody that's better, that has the weight more than Shettima. Do you think that way?
I think I'll be, drawing from his analogy of what Baba Ahmed Dati said about what the going on behind the scene. I will advise the president to follow his heart. Because if we cannot, the truth is that, like I said, you must hear from both sides. If we can only see from what is coming from the president's side, and we are not seeing from what is coming from the other side, and the president had the knowledge of both sides, it is better for him to take his decision the way he thinks it will favor him.
It's just that I want to take my decision now. I looked at the time and I feel that the invite given to me for my wedding, you people they don't choke my time. I need to leave you people to continue with your drink while I go and pay honor the.
Remember to bring fried chicken and rice for us.
I'm not part of the coalition. Anyways, enjoy your week.
So, long story short, T-Pain is plotting to remove Shettima and replace him with another. And Arewa you'd say lie, he remain there, he go nowhere. And it's true, the position of the vice president in Nigeria is very redundant. It be like a houseboy position. I don't even know why. Honestly, shouldn't roles be assigned to the vice president? Because it's not everything that the president will be able to do. Why is it that in Nigeria, the role of the vice president is like mumu, like a houseboy, like you are carrying handbag for the president? It doesn't make any sense. Must you? I don't understand it, because that role to me is a very stupid, very slow role. The president has to have hands in everything. This man cannot do anything. At least that's Shettima with some roles. That means that what Tinubu is indirectly saying is that he doesn't even trust the Shettima. That Shettima was imposed on him. Oh God, oh. Hey, Olegba. Two of them. They impose on him, they impose on other people. Is this not madness? Who is VP in America? Vance now, JD Vance. You know they see JD Vance, they move now. Which statement by Soludo? Is there Twitter? Which statement Soludo make? I don't see any statement to Soludo statements. Make us see. Is he on Twitter? Wetin Soludo talk? Wetin he see talk? I don't understand. Vance they talk, oh. You never see Vance they talk. Vance they talk, no even go there. I know so you not like our people for here, but not go there. Okay, 49 minutes ago. Is this what you are talking about? No, this is November 8th. This was last year. Looks like November 8th. Soludo carpet opponents' chances. Brands them campaign. Fundraising hustlers and promises to secure their federal appointment. Is that what you're referring to, Tracy? Let me see. I'm trying to find the statements you're talking about. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is 8th July. Exactly, Mikey, right? So that if he fails, he can be blamed. You understand? Want to chop all you can't. Now the last time when you see him be that, Kini, rest. We know, say you not like them for here. We know, say you not like us. It's okay. You understand what I'm saying? He they talk, we they see him. You not need to see him. Now we need to see him. Okay. I mean, if you find the statement, let me know where I go find them, because I don't see anything for you. Wait, oh, Anambra 2025, Soludo to get Ohakim's treatment. What? Omo, I don't know now. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Stocks don't crash, oh, for people when won't buy. This is the time to enter the market. Don't crash. Everything red. This is the time to enter now. Wanna buy now when it's cheap. Have you guys seen this? People when they I don't know who takes Ozempic, but people when they take Ozempic, when I know say it's from reptile venom, now they get that Ozempic from. God I beg. All these people that they use Ozempic take lose weight. Ozempic and the other one, what's it called? But they are saying that Ozempic is from reptile venom. Ha! God I beg. Oh. The only way is natural. Please don't even get into all these habits of taking these medications. Eh? Congratulations. This is from Babatunde Gbadamosi. It says, congratulations to all the Ozempicers out there. Big Pharma has scored another goal through you in the global depopulation war. If you are concerned with your weight and diabetes, do the following. Exercise. Ensure you sweat from exercise at least 30 minutes every day. Change your diet. Eat 0 carbs. Eat animal proteins only, especially grass-fed beef, goat, or sheep. Eat eggs, snails, protein only. Once you have done protein for only 2 weeks, embark on a 72-hour fast. Water only fast. Drink only water and eat nothing for 72 hours. Exercise while fasting. Do intermittent fasting every day. I did all the above and it worked for me. I'm telling you people, fasting works. Don't even sleep on it. For your body to heal itself, just empty everything in your, let the organs, let them eat the fat that you have accumulated. Let them chop your love handles, everything. Okay. Soludo don't spoil markets. Okay. Soludo they spoil markets. Tell me, point me to where I go see the video now. Dada, welcome. Oh, greetings. I love it when stocks crush, because even if na $100 you go get exactly, you fit buy certain stocks where you don't the eye. Exactly. Channels to see the statement. Okay, Soludo said that any politician accepting to do one term should go to psychiatric hospital. Now Thunder go first kukuma deal with Soludo now. Last. Exercise while fasting. I go you no go faint, Kenny. You dey underestimate your body. You no go faint. You fit do weight during fasting. You go do weight. I dey do am nothing. In fact, they give you more energy. That's it. That's the funny thing. That's the weird thing. Go give you more energy, sef. May I go channels? They don't send me message. Make I check channels. TV. I don't know why is Soludo twerking for T-Pain like this. I don't understand. Why is he twerking for T-Pain? I can't stand that man, honestly. Respectfully, I cannot stand Soludo. The man, they annoy me. Okay, I've seen it. It's a 3-minute clip. Let me play it. I can't stand people who are...
These are...
very careless talk, right from time. Hold on 1 second.
Anambra, and that after Chukwuma Soludo as governor, the next governor of after 8 years, the next governor of Anambra will go to Anambra Central. Okay? Enyendeba, 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 enyakwandeba, enyendeba, 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 enyendeba.
Can't stand the man. I'm sorry, I really cannot stand him.
Now, after anybody who is contesting for governorship from Anambra South is Onabayala, is trying to disrupt the zoning system in Anambra.
Okay, una hear am o. Edo election, Obi dey not let us hear word. Kene, you too. You too.
Anybody with brain, you think you are talking to fools. You come to people and say, I will do only one
to
term.
sit their ass out.
Anybody,
No.
any politician who said that must be sent to a psychiatric home.
They don't carry mumu give us.
Because the person must have some mental problem. When the Constitution allows you to stay up to 8 years, they come and tell us, I'm going to spend 1 term. Tell us where it has ever happened. Who? On a column, Nkwane Kwai. Bo. Nkwane Kwai. Bo. Nga watching, go to Yaba. Ga watching, go to Yaba. If I come on Kwai. Anybody who is saying I'm going to do 1 term needs a psychiatric examination. Because you are taking everybody else to be fooling, to be a fool. Anambra, we have advanced. There are calibers and categories of people that Anambra has since gone much higher. We are not going to go back. Street urchins. Anambra has no place for street urchins. Anambra has no place for street urchins. Even those of them whose secondary school certificate are questionable. Those without school cert, they have no school cert. I tell you. Anyway, that's for another day, not today. Some of them have no school cert. They want to be governor of Anambra. They want to be governor of Anambra. Anambra of the Nnamdi Azikiwes, Akweke Nwafọ Reasons of this world, of Odumegwu Ojukwu, Alex Ekweme, Chinua Achebe. That's the state we are talking about. I am getting angry, actually, when these people say they want to be governor of Anambra. It's very annoying. With the GCE, we don't know who took it for them. Na Anambra.
Man, I can't stand this man. Oh my God. You guys, Tracy, that you make me listen to this video. I know they ever watch the man videos. Nothing. Unless it has to do with Peter Obi, which in this case, he kind of shaded him there. I can't stand the man's voice. I don't understand. With all the brilliance that they claim this man has, with the fact that he was one time CBN governor, I'm sorry. These are the people that make you question the type of education they give them. And look at how braggadocious he is. Ah, God, I beg. What a combination in one person. I beg go. They go drag her. I know say they go drag her. They don't already even start space for his head. I just saw his space now. Twitter. They don't start space. They say Anambra Soludo to get Ohakim's treatment. They don't start space already. Let me see. Nobody don't join yet. This is how low we have gotten to in Nigeria. He's shading Peter Obi, and he will get, see, they're going to drag her. They go drag her like I better pass my neighbor. I don't understand. Somebody should educate me. Maybe, is it that people who have a lot of education, their brain, something they miss? I don't understand. Mona, I bet if you don't want to tell me, because They claim that this man is very intelligent, he's very star student. Not be star student na cramming and passing, be analytical thinking. Because say school for Nigeria na cram and pass. They cram to pass. Even for mathematics, they cram the solutions, then they go use them for exam. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I'm wondering, is this analytical mind type of intelligence or cram and pass, regurgitate type of? Because there are people who are very good in test taking, right? They are very, very good. They are experts in test taking, but they are not necessarily intelligent. They just know how to pass exams. There are those who are very brilliant, very highly intelligent people, but they cannot pass an exam for the life of them. They have to keep trying and trying and trying. So I don't understand. The educational system is messed up. This also supposed open eyes for us as Nigerians. Say the education now they give people. Look at what this man is saying. Look at the way he's talking, right? It's not even about can the person do the job. For one, I'm not against somebody who's not educated the Western way. I'm not. Because some people have built businesses without spending a day in school and hire those who went to school to come and be running their businesses for them. We've seen it happen. Shouldn't you be more concerned about the people that will serve your community and take your state to the next level, necessarily than focusing on, I mean, look at how he's putting down people that maybe did not do so well in school and all of that. Look at how he's putting them down. The way he's talking about them. He's talking like Bala Blue now. I'm sure Bala Blue is going to watch him and be very happy. Right? Shebi Bala Blue has a candidate in Anambra. Does he not have a candidate in Anambra State? He does now. The one that Valentine decamped to APC to try and go and get, only for them to kick him to the curb. You just not be that man go win Anambra election. Now here we do. Because T-Pain has come for vengeance. Nigeria's educational system is analytical and technical, but we do not do the most important aspect of it, which is logical reasoning. It's not analytical, Michael. I'm sorry. How is the Nigerian educational system analytical? It is not. It is regurgitate what you were taught. That's what it is. There's no analytic. You in class, they'll tell you, well, everybody recite 1 + 1 2, 2 + 2 4. Nobody is saying why can't 1 + 1 be 1? Why does it have to be 2? That's not true. It's not analytical. I'm sorry. No. Logical thinking. What's logical thinking? Okay, let's go to dictionary here. I beg. Mokugo logical. Meaning of logical thinking. Meaning of logic. Logical thinking. Let's do this. Logical thinking refers to the process of analyzing facts and situations objectively to solve problems and make decisions based on evidence rather than emotions. To a certain extent, Nigerian education does that. Logical. Because they analyze the facts, right? Facts and situation objectively. The facts that are presented to you in front of you, 1 + 1 is 2, objectively. Then now they think about, okay, why can't it be 1 + 1 is 1? Why? Why does it have to be 2? And why do I have to recite it like that? Why can we not find other ways of getting to the answer? And that will not be analysis, not be analyzing, be that now. In the real analysis, as in analytical, you go first think, you say, wait, why is it like that? Why can't it be like this? Why does it have to go up before it comes out? Why can't it just get to the ground? Is that not analyzing? Because logical thinking now, they say, now the process of you go look the thing where they present in front of you for your front, koro. The facts are there. Then you can look and say, okay, 1 is here. Okay, plus another 1 is here. Equals, okay, 2. I beg. I don't know. I beg, I don't know. All these people, when they talk brilliant for Nigeria, I'm sorry, they are a great disappointment. Wallahi. Innocent and Trust Charis not go school. Bam! There we go. Innocent and Trust Charis not go school. Do you understand? So when you say, oh, because the person did not get this education, not get good certificate, that means he cannot. Peter Obi not get good university certificate. I don't know his secondary school certificate. I know he wasn't an A-star secondary school student. But look at his achievements. Look at his compassion, his empathy, his charity. Do you understand what I'm saying? So there's so many things that you look at for leadership, but they don't do that in Nigeria. Even the so-called dumb, the illiterates that they impose, those ones don't even have sense to say, okay, make I even try to do something for my people. No. They just follow, they go, they beggy, they feel inferior, carry themselves with inferiority because they feel like, oh, this person did me a favor. Look at the Edo State governor come out the other day and say, do you know who gave me money to do this for you people? It is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. As if it is not the money that belongs to the people. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know. I'm very the educated people in Nigeria have just become such a great disappointment. I'm not going to lie to you. Disappointment. Is what is missing. Okay, oh, Michael, I no follow you argue. You know, so you be engineer. I bet. I know be engineer. I no fit they follow you drag analysis. So when you question, okay, at least I go school small. Logical is what you're explaining. It means expected outcome. That's logic, exactly. When you question it, it becomes analysis. Bam. But Nigerian educational system does not leave room for you to question. It only gives you for that's what I said. Like, yeah, Kenny, that's what I said. Nigerian system is logical based on what Michael was saying, right? It's logical. The facts they here, yeah, okay, put them together, you arrive. You know? Okay, oh. On deep ahead. Sid, welcome, oh, broski. How you doing now? 1 + 1 = 1 on deep atomic levels, and this argument is currently ongoing. Bam. You see, that's the logical aspect of it. To start asking questions and apply as desired. When you question this thing, when you question it, then you're analyzing it, Michael. When you question it, you are analyzing it. At that point, you are analyzing it. If you question the outcome, the expected outcome, then it becomes analysis. Yeah. When we're in secondary school, we proved that 1 + 1 = 1 if you use natural logarithms. Okay, well, now another one I did. Anyway, Soludo has been a talker and proud since the university days because he knows book. Even as prof in UNN, he was not the best, always traveling. No, man, I beg you. Soludo problem is nepotism and deep jealousy for Obi. Even the predecessor didn't go solo. It's a shame to his education. Honestly, it's a disappointment. Oh, the guy is not, to me, he's no different than a tout. The way he's behaving. 1 × 1 can be 1. That's true. 1 × 1 is 1. Logical and critical thinking is what we miss in Nigeria. See, don't carry quantum physics. I bet me I leave Sid and Michael alone. I bet Mona leave me. Mona they do logarithms and quantum inside the. I no follow na do that one. I beg. See, Solo don't want to disgrace education. Honestly, you have come to this. You cannot rescue Soludo in this matter or Sid. I'm sorry, you cannot. The man has just been a disappointment. I can't listen to him. I can't stand him. He's too braggadocious. I can't stand people who talk like that. It's very annoying. It insults somebody's intelligence. I beg. I don't look at how he's talking down on people. Look at what he's saying. Should be taken to the psychiatric hospital. Look at who is talking. I mean, I beg. I beg, make I leave the matter. The man is very annoying, to be quite honest. I can't stand him. Anytime I see Soludo videos, I dey jump and pass. I dey jump and pass. I beg. Waste of time. What's this? And na jealousy na ain't go wound am now. If he no know say make it, if he feel say he big reach PO, make it test in popularity. May we see. The only time Soludo can ever become popular in the Nigerian landscape now if they rig am in, and we no go allow for the rigging. That's the only way. He will be utterly rejected. If you multiply something, it has to increase. 1 times 1 is 1 now. Is it not 1? Okay, you are trying to analyze it. All right. So they do what most educated Nigerians like to do. Think their education makes them the smartest people. Exactly. The fact that you're educated, you pass through a classroom where you were organized classroom, where you sit down and they tell you, say this, repeat it 100 times. Is what makes them think that they are smart. You're not smart. You just know how to repeat information. Nigerian politics don't teach quantum now. That's how the politicians have taken the country. Exactly. So the real problem is Obi is outshining him. He's behaving as if they are dragging wife. Don't mind him. Now bad people give am relevance. So I'm sorry. Now, if I remain CBN governor, people foresee they say, oh, remember that smart CBN governor we once had? You would have just left it there. I don't know why people made him governor. The guy he's not doing anything. Look at this smart young man, fish magnet that they just spy through. Young, thriving human being like that. I beg. Exactly. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? That word. I don't know how the thing. I don't understand. Do you know who I am? Do you know who my father is? Hey, who is your father? The same happens to our finance. Our politicians steal because they feel it makes them the most respected persons in the room. Yeah. And because they have ignorant followers who praise them for it, who are shouting behind them and praising them. That is the problem too. That's part of the problem. Such a disgraceful man. Somebody should tell him to better remove Obi from his mouth, too. Okay? Because Obi not belong to Igbo. Obi na our own. Na Nigeria. Now everybody for Nigeria get Obi. Make them not try and make his suffer sitting ass out. If you want test in popularity, because it say we dey support Obi, we go support him. Make it come and contest and make it see. Whether not be, we go take and lule. We go as what is that they call him? T-Pain say oh lule. Now so he go lule. It's crazy. Omo, your brain dey hot too, Michael. Well done. Well done. Respect. Well done. Now well done. We listen to this video by Patutomi. Exactly. This is capable. You know what I say, right? With all the masters, do you understand? Degree when we get for Nigeria. With all the PhDs when we get for Nigeria. You would expect that changes will be happening in Nigeria. You go see progress. You understand? You go see progress. You go they see all the masters and PhD when people they get for Nigeria. We have so many PhD and masters. What effect is it happening on? Effect is it having on the people? How are you using it to improve the lives of that is the cocoa of the question. I'm tired of people saying I have PhD, doctor. Is it not doctor that came and started saying GMO is good? Is it not a PhD person? I beg.
Thank you so much, everyone. Let's turn our attention now to the state of the Nigerian economy. Your ability to put food on your table, your capacity to purchase, which is your purchasing power. Under this government, the promises they've made and where we are at, they said tough times, we will see, but then we will make the curve and we'll be experiencing a finer and a better situation. Are you, as a citizen? Let's speak to a man who is in the know. He's been around for a while.
He's petty.
When it comes to
I bet he's worse than
national
petty.
duty
I can't listen to that
of the
man's
state of the nation. Professor Pat Utomi is a political economist and is live for us in Lagos. Thank you so much, Prof, for joining us. Let's begin the conversation, and I'd like to make it as simplified and as straightforward as possible in a language that a lot of my viewers can understand. When you hear the president say tough decisions, tough times, but it's just going to be momentary. We're turning the curve according to the president and the presidency and the federal government and the APC. Better days are ahead, and we're already experiencing it. How do you sum up, or how do you assess that kind of statement vis-a-vis what we are experiencing 2 years ago and now?
Well, Sheon, no, nothing will make me happier than for those things to be true. I'd love for that to be our situation. But all the numbers that I see suggest to me that we are perhaps counting our chicks before they are laid. The truth of the matter is that the reality, and this is not my number, the reality is that we have chronic poverty in 75% of Nigerians who live in rural areas. And let's not confuse things. A majority of our population still lives in rural areas in spite of push urbanization. You must have seen the statistic only a few days ago that perhaps 9 Nigerians die every hour from malaria or something like that. Show what it costs to take care of malaria is a $10 drug administration. If we are losing those many people because they don't have $10 to stay alive, it gives you a better sense for the reality of the Nigerian condition. And then, by the way, the measure that I know of in all democracies of how well things are going is job creation. If you don't have more jobs being created, all talk about progress is really hype. And in these days of government by propaganda, you've got to look at statistics when they're thrown at you. Because like Americans say, there are lies, there are damn lies, and there are statistics. But I want to believe what I'm hearing. I just need to see some evidence that that is the truth. And I don't see any sort of evidence. The evidence that I see is that things are actually getting worse. And I understand politics and propaganda, but I think that the sooner we can get together as citizens, statesmen from the same country, in the quiet of some room and speak truth to each other and use it to work, the easier it will be for us to save our country.
But Prof,
our country does need saving.
Prof, let's look at, you're talking about the numbers. The statistics and the data available shows that there is a rise in revenue. 14.9 trillion revenue was collected.
This show,
Prof, can you hear me, sir?
Yes.
There is a rise.
I hear you. Yes, I hear you.
Yeah, there is a 49% increase from the amount collected in 2024. That's about 14.9 trillion collected by the FRS in the first 6 months of the year.
Thank you, Shehu.
A rise,
That is the wrong statistic.
To the women who don't know where to start, on Monday, August 4th, we're kicking off the...
I beg you, I chair you got the worry on have better things to discuss.
Rising revenue is killing the economy. Do they not understand that? Ask any trader today to ask you how much they can bring through the ports. The desperation for a rise in revenue means that every container is being surcharged, I don't know whether it's 18 million or 80 million or some number of that nature. Many pharmaceuticals, I just talked about malaria and how people are dying from it. Many pharmaceutical importers have very thin margins on their anti-malarials and all of that. Come through the ports in this desperation for revenue, and they get hit with tax on each container. It means that they can't import a new set of containers of anti-malarials. It means that whereas government's revenues are going up and they are going to politicians to squander, the Nigerian people have no possibilities of a better life. This revenue thing needs to be put in context and understood. To use revenue as evidence of progress is not to understand economics.
But Prof, you look at a lot of indices, the inflation figures, food inflation, which contributed a huge percentage to the headline inflation. Things were really bad from 2023 when this government came into power. The inflation rate increased to about, it went as high as 30-something%, about 33%, but it has continued to ease and started dropping. We rebased and we saw a bit of a drop in those figures. And that's what they will tell us, that transportation costs have dropped, food prices have come down, building materials like cement and the rest have also come down, prices of fuel is also come down. And in fact, this government will say things are easing, and the fact that the arbitrary or the unrealistic comparison of the dollar to the naira is stable. The naira is stable against the dollar. And this is showing that we are on a positive path. As an economist, how do you assess this trend that we've seen recently?
Sheung, if you are in hell and they move you to purgatory, have you been saved from damnation? Look, 30-something% inflation does not even begin to make you, I mean, what do you think? 30-something% inflation? China is stupid if you come from 30-something to 20-something. Yes, it's some movement, but how does that mean that your life has improved significantly? That's the reality of the matter. It had nowhere else to go but down. Of course, you can get wild like it got in Latin America in the early 80s. Surely you can go to 100 and something%. But where does 20-something% inflation get celebrated? Yes, of course, it is progress from 30-something%, but it hasn't assured me that my income is not being wiped out. I have given a very important example, taking the so-called Band A tariffs. And I've said, look, take a university professor. The government of Nigeria pays professors in federal universities no more than 500,000 naira a month. I assure you that they will get, if they really use light at all, they will get to spend 75,000 naira to 80,000 naira a week for a percentage of consumption of light. Now, if a whole university professor spends almost all of his income just to get a portion of light, how does he eat? How does he transport himself? How does he pay school fees for his children? And if that excites you, well, thank God for you, but it doesn't excite me. You know, the real problem is that we have thrown away the fact that economics is a science of incentives. The incentive system is so warped now. A PA to some politician gets 10 times what a university professor gets to play with. National Assembly people, all these kinds of people. When Professor Elipute used to tell us, when he was appointed a professor at the University of Lagos in the early 60s, his salary went above that of the Prime Minister of the country. How do university professors at that same College of Medicine of the University of Lagos fare relative to simple things like light? These are the relativities that will tell you whether you are able to turn a productive economy around. Look, two critical things. Check what happened to China. Go back to 78, sorry, the speeches that Deng made. Check what Vietnam is doing. Check all these people. Critical starting point is education. If we don't get education right, we're in serious trouble. Healthcare follows. We know that doctors are about to go on strike or are on strike. We know nurses are about to do the same thing. How come an average doctor earns what he or she earns relative to a member of parliament? No member of parliament in any serious country in the world should earn more than a doctor. But we are playing with all of this, so we gather these revenues. We're excited to say, so what do we do with the revenue? We use it to get politicians to act, and we don't get the economy to be productive.
Don't get fooled by phone scammers. ReversePhone.com can help you.
Anybody trying to analyze Tinubu's government, to me, it's like...
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a question, because a lot of our viewers tonight who do not have a deeper understanding and knowledge of how the economy works, but what they feel is the impact of the decision of the policy makers on the economy of their pocket and the food or the quality of food on their table, or whether or not the food is even available. But look, this government says we are on the path to recovery. And I'd like to ask you, what are these things that you think they are doing wrong? Because as a people, is our nation, either we like the face of those who are in government.
We need numbers. When? How much? And that kind of thing. So we know whether we are...
There's a ramp up of figures in oil production. We saw inflation going down that trend. Naira-dollar FX relation of our economy, the fiscal part of our economy, and a whole lot of those things that this government will list for you as improvement and stability that we are experiencing. And they say, look, it's a tough path that we start experiencing the benefit. But can you mention to us, Prof, for example, 1, 2, 3 things you think they have done wrongly that have harmed this economy, and what do you think they could have done? Because as much as we know, this nation belongs to all of us. Either we like the face of those who are in power or not. We need to focus on what needs to be done and done better.
I love the face of everyone, in power or out of power. All I want us to do is have a conversation that will make the country run better. And I give you a few straight examples. Food is the ultimate. When people can't eat, anything can happen. And so how do you ensure that food prices crash completely? Not it's lower than last year by so much. How do you ensure that people can eat? Because what I know is that most people cannot eat right now. And I think Senator Dino Melaye was speaking to you, said a few things about that kind of stuff. Now, I would get in place a security system that will assure that we can put millions of people to the farm, cultivating that which will produce food, legumes in 90 days and all of that, ensure that they have the protection, that nothing will happen to them, give them incentives to leave their huts and go and plant those legumes, give them support, farm support. The way Vietnam moved people up to the middle lands and suddenly they were a major player in agriculture, it can be done in a very short period of time. Focus resources of the country in trying to boost production, not in sharing money to political office holders. You still don't seem to get the point I'm making about the prioritizing of this country, that most of our resources are going to the most non-productive sectors, the political class, for example. And we need to get the resources that are available to go directly into ramping up food, first of all, and then the value chain from those factor endowments around agriculture. And I give the examples. Every time I talk with you, I come to some of these examples. I will go to Northwest, and I'll take gum arabic, I'll take dates, and I will boost production in the kind of way I've talked about in intervening. And as the production comes, we do processing, the value chain locally. We take the education of people in the northwest of Nigeria, and we know that leather goods are a major light manufacturing possibility. We look at how they can get a greater yield from hides and skin and leather, improve the ecosystem, put champions to work. And look, if the yield does not improve by so much, this is a consequence. And when the yield increases by more than so much, this is an incentive, further incentive for you. And we push it. We'll sign agreements. The Chinese have been ready for a long time for deals that will facilitate light manufacturing in Nigeria. Nigeria gets in the way of the agreement. I know that Justin Lin, Professor Lin, who has done a lot of work from his days at the World Bank on this concept I talk about all the time of latent comparative advantage, has been managed by the government of China to facilitate relationships and growth in this kind of area. But we can't act well and quickly enough and seriously enough to enable that to move forward very quickly. I mean, you talked about oil. Price of oil has gone up. Hey, I spent the last couple of weeks with oil people just talking about the environment of oil. Nigeria is nowhere near Oman in attracting investment into the oil and gas sector, whereas Nigeria is much more endowed than Oman in hydrocarbons area. But we can't seem to manage the confidence of the investing,
give me a moment.
Or the investing world in oil and gas.
Give me a moment, Prof. I'd like to ask you more questions, but I need to take this break, and we'll be right back.
This company is going viral for its new process that gives you permanent teeth in just 24 hours. If you're missing 5...
Thanks so much, everyone, for staying with us. Our closing moment with Professor Pat Utomi. Prof, I know you are I don't know what your relationship is like with the president now, but I know both of you perhaps are on a first-name basis, and you are very close friends, and you know the capacity for someone who was a treasurer at Mobile, governor of Lagos State. Are you disappointed? Because in the manner way you assess the economy, you don't seem impressed at all. Are you disappointed in what you see compared to the Bola Tinubu friend that you have?
I think that, it's always easy to bring theater and politics, to the state Nigeria is in is beyond theater. It is a state in which citizens get together and look at how their collective wisdom can make their country better. I think that what is important today is that all of us, friends, not so many friends, and co, sit down and say, look, our country is in trouble. We need thought that will make things go forward. And I am happy and willing to sit down with anybody, present friends, former friends, and I always have a friendly relationship with people. I have no quarrel with anybody at all. But we need to talk about what's best for our country. The problem we have is the triumph of politics. There's too much politics that's preventing us from thinking and acting in the interest of the common good of all. Let's tone down politics. Let's talk development. Until we can imbue a political class with a developmental state mindset, we're in serious trouble. And I think that the problem of Nigeria right now is the triumph of politics. We have not chosen to look at people, and people count.
I understand. I have just 60 seconds to close, and I have two questions quickly. One is that what worries you? Do you think that we are on a dangerous path if we do not recoil, or if we do not turn back on the path that we are treading under this government?
I think so, not because they want to be terrible, but because they've, again, let politics take over too much. I think of Republic, Germany, and what led to Hitler's emergence. It is insensitivity to certain things and not making them happen that plays the community into the hands of people who can be extremists. And suddenly everybody wakes up and finds that, wait a minute, how did we get here? It shouldn't have happened. It couldn't have happened. So you need a certain level of political sagacity to overcome the kinds of trends that we're seeing. Small appointments, breaking the constitution, not retiring when people should retire at an age, and extending people, not extending others. Those things are dangerous for institution building and for the future of any country.
We are totally out of time, Prof. So my second question, I'm afraid, I will ask you, but I don't know if you can answer, is that are you joining the ADC or you are working with the Labour Party?
I am of people, extraordinarily gifted Nigerians who are not in the old guard that is sometimes people feel suspect about, and his friends. I'm going to bring them, and I'm going to bring a new generation of 30-something-year-old bright people who want a new Nigeria, and I'm going to bring all of them together and bring them into ADC and say this or nothing. If you guys want to retreat, retreat. But this is the future of Nigeria. Future of Nigeria.
Professor Pat Utomi, an elder statesman, but who is not tired in the state of the affairs of this country and the political economies. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Professor Pat Utomi. Thanks so much indeed for your time.
Great talk with you.
I hope say the 30-something-year-old when you they bring, I hope they are people who understand the Nigerian landscape. Not because you go bring people when they don't study for Oxford, Cambridge. Bring all of them. Meanwhile, their motives and intentions are not in the right place. Me, I'm tired of seeing all these people that have gone to school in the overseas come and take people for granted in Nigeria. I beg, if those same people are people who cannot, there's so many of them and it cannot be focused on one region alone. Nigeria is bigger than just one ethnic group or the other. Everybody in Nigeria needs to be carried along. I hope you guys are sourcing people from every part of Nigeria. Me, I want to see different faces with different names. Now I want to see. So, we move on.
Where I thought when I was born, growing up, what is wrong with us? This is not the country where I thought when I was born, growing up, that everywhere you go, there's corruption. Then what we do, we blame the center. We blame center. Nobody checkmate state, nobody checkmate local government. Now the National Assembly have done their constitutional duty, their responsibility. We are talking about, are we challenging them? We should applaud them. We should applaud their Auditor General. We should applaud.
I see you got your new windows.
House Committee of Public Account. That committee did an excellent job. We should applaud Senator Wadada. We should applaud them, not to criticize or castigate. When those who are doing well, you encourage them, they will do more. But when they are doing well, and somebody is being paid to come and castigate, sometimes you hear, oh, National Assembly, they are earning so much. They are doing this just to put it, to dent the image of the National Assembly. I am not saying that they are perfect, they are 100% perfect, but they are doing their constitutional, responsibility.
I beg. Who is this one?
Okay, the second day in the month of August, and what an August visitor we have in the bar.
Exactly.
Like,
isn't that what they do? Once all these people when they come out, they shout, they do T-Pain or nothing and all of that. Most of them have nothing to offer. Look at the people that T-Pain. Say you come through window. When you go, make sure say the people you surround yourselves are people that are ready to work and are ready to show the impact of whatever plan you have on the people. No, you surround yourself with dumb people and thieves. When person hand not clean, how do you give a thief a position of leadership and expect that stealing will stop? No, he will go and bring all the other his fellow thieves to come and run the show. That's what is happening. That's exactly what. Nobody in T-Pain's cabinet that is not a thief. There's none. You don't get one when he hand pure. Not one. All of them full of decadence. It's like a cult of thieves that are running Nigeria. Look at the money that they are assigning to different projects in Nigeria. 712 billion for airports. One airport. Meanwhile, there's no other airport needs uplifting, nothing in Nigeria. Meanwhile, 2 years before Buhari come out, he allocate the same 100 and something billion for the same Mohammed. So where is the money going to? They're just doling out the money anyhow, giving it to their friends, their fellow thieves and looters. And you expect the country to move forward? It cannot move forward. It's not a cause. You have people doing parties every day in Lagos, parties every day. They are sharing money. A country that is working, you will not catch people spraying money. It will not happen. Because the government would have put a clamp down on it and say, no, that's not going to be happening. We're not going to be doing that. You can have your parties, but you're not going to be spraying money. Nope. No talk of putting it on social media where people are starving. Nigeria has gotten worse. A lot of hungry people in Nigeria, and then you have people come online and be spraying money and be giving out bundle. Where do you think that money is coming from? Most of these people have a closeness to power. So they get access to funds anytime they like. They use the government and people till they do SPV. You see new comedians springing up every day, new skit makers springing up every day. Before anything happens, they are traveling all over. Where do you think they're getting the money? It's somebody that is funding them, putting money in their pockets. They'll say, oh, you don't blow. How it take blow with no money? How? Your government is using them as SPVs, using them to move money to different locations in the world. Now here we do. Truth is that nothing when they happen now when we not go eventually know the truth. Nothing. Has no serious technique, nothing. There's nothing serious. No, they even put technical. No, they use big words with T-Pain. Has no plans, zero plans. All. I heard somebody on TikTok the other day was trying to talk about T-Pain's plan. He said he went to meet the Federal Civil Service Commissioner, asking, what is going on and all of that. He said a lot of people have applied for jobs in the Federal Civil Service, right? They've applied for jobs. So many people applied, but they only have space for like 3,000 people. Do you understand? Like, there's so much money that's coming in, they're sharing it amongst themselves, they're not creating it. And don't forget, most of these government agencies, the people who work there, some of them don't reach 100. Then they collect money. Some of them don't even live in the country anymore. They collect pay, but they are living outside of the country. Their offices are, have you been to any federal office in Nigeria? It's like a small prison. No computers, nothing. I don't know about now. Now that kind of place, now you want to employ people, where the job won't come from. There's no innovation going on. It's not like the civil service agencies have changed. No. There's not been any improvement. No vision, no transformation, nothing. Still where it is. They still use generator.
Okay, the second day in the month of August, and what an August visitor we have in the bar. Looking like, I don't think I'm dressed for the beer parlor.
No, surprise.
Because I was on my way driving and I got a call that the men are in the beer parlor. I said, I'm going for a wedding party. Why are people calling me here? I'm here with you now.
We're glad to have you.
Anyway, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Today, we just wake up after the
exercise and the rest. Okay, you went to the club?
No, did you hear that?
You know, I said something over the week. I said, Peter Obi. When will this man's name cease from politician? Now, but Jacob Mark, the former national legal advisor to the main opposition party, responded to him And he said no one else in ADC coalition apart from Peter Obi. Now, from Bolaji, he said that there's nothing that will make Peter Obi go back to PDP. And Jacob Mark looked at him and said, look, let me tell you, that una party owner is una do coalition. The only person there is Peter Obi. That every other person are just there for there. If not for Peter Obi, nobody will recognize ADC. And you remember during the week, one of us mentioned this, that apart from Peter Obi and El-Rufai, the other people are just followers. So now, do you agree with Jacob Mark with that assertion that Peter Obi is the reason why ADC is there? Do you agree with him?
Very, 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 110%. Apart from Peter Obi, El-Rufai, let's line them up a little bit. Okay. Then maybe a little about Mechi and this Abdullahi a little bit. The other one has spent force. We've seen them too much, and they've not done anything good to us. What have they done to us? What have they given us? David Mark was a Senate president for 8 years. He was in the Senate for 16 years. I mean, that's more than half of this Fourth Republic. I don't know if you are getting me. Aregbe Solara Uf, he has been commissioner in Lagos State, 2 times governor, 2 times minister. What is it? If you couldn't give it to us at that prime, is it now you give it to us? Now we should be thinking that Aregbe Solara was owing salaries in
Interior.
No, not in Interior.
In Osun State.
In Osun State. What else did they bring to Interior?
Tracy, El-Rufai say 2026, the year all hell breaks loose. Hey, where you take talk that? Abeg. Where El-Rufai? You talk am for news channel or wait, Nasir El-Rufai. A tweet, okay. Nasir El-Rufai. Make I go in tweet. Bumper to bumper. All right, let me see. I see the tweet. Oh, he did it a day ago. Okay. Nigeria 2026, the year all hell breaks loose. Using cutting-edge predictive modeling powered by machine learning algorithms and large data sets, Dr. Nnamdi Ufere issues a chilling forecast for Nigeria's economic future in his analysis. Okay, so it was Dr. Nnamdi Ufere who stated it. Nigeria 2026, the year all hell breaks loose. By September 2026, there's a staggering 75% probability that Nigeria will face a devastating financial collapse, succumbing to a debt spiral driven by soaring interest payments on foreign debt. Nigeria's foreign sovereign credit rating will be downgraded to junk status, prompting private creditors to demand immediate repayment, cutting off essential funding, and driving the nation into economic paralysis. Multilateral lenders like the World Bank, IMF, along with the bilateral creditors, respond too slowly to offer a lifeline, failing to halt the debt spiral. Without new loans and debt relief, the government defaults on external debt, causing the naira to crash, inflation to spiral out of control, and the banking sector to collapse, leaving millions unable to access their funds. As creditors seize Nigerians' oil tankers, the government's last remaining revenue source is cut off, plunging the nation into an unprecedented financial crisis. With dwindling funds, the government is unable to pay salaries, pensions, or provide remittances to states, bringing public services to a grinding halt. All states except Lagos and the FCT become broke and insolvent, struggling to meet even the most basic obligations. In a desperate attempt to stay afloat, the CBN resorts to reckless money printing, triggering runaway hyperinflation that erodes savings, skyrockets the cost of living, and deepens the economic recession. Chaos ensues. Food, medicine, and fuel shortages will become widespread. Law enforcement will crumble and mass looting erupts. Essential services, hospitals, schools, airports, trains, road transportation, and power grids will collapse while the stock market crashes. In this power vacuum, religious extremism, separatists, and foreign actors exploit the turmoil, pushing Nigeria to the brink of anarchy. Nigeria descends into a brutal fight for survival where you kill or be killed. In all this, President T-Pain and the National Assembly are alarmingly paralyzed, failing to take decisive action while the nation teeters on the brink of collapse. This is not speculation of alarmism, it is a clear and present danger based on rigorous analysis and robust scenario simulations. We can't pray ourselves out of this man-made catastrophe or shift blame. Only decisive action and responsible leadership can avert the looming collapse if we act swiftly and decisively. Hey, take action now by sharing this article with members of the National and State Assemblies. Hey. Somebody say, Grok, share your thoughts. Grok say, while the analysis by Dr. Ofere raises valid concerns about Nigerians' debt and fiscal risk, it appears alarmist. IMF and World Bank forecast predict 3 to 3.7% GDP growth in 2025-2026, not collapse. With reforms like diversification and anti-corruption, Nigeria can avert crisis. Let's focus on actionable solutions, not fear. Somebody asked Grok, which reforms are you talking about? Where is the diversification? Can you fully agree in all sincerity that Tinubu's administration is fighting corruption? Be objective in your response. Oh my God. Hey, Grok, don't hear that for Nigeria people. When I hear the tweet, what this man is saying, what whoever wrote this article is saying, there's no lie, yo. There's no lie. Look at what is going on by yourself. Observe, and you can see clearly that that is where we are heading. Ew. Oh, I don't know. It will say I get superpower now. See waiting a State House of Assembly for Ekiti tweet. He say, if 5K is not too small and you live in Ekiti State, send your account details. The first 50 entries will be selected by COS Olamide Aribisala Baroyin. Thank you. Ekiti State House of Assembly member. Now they share 5K. Oh God. Oh my goodness, Nigeria, eh? God, palliative mentality government, keen on giving scraps to those they rob blindly every day. Well, it's up to us Nigerians. I put some money in there and it was more than 735 oversubscribed. I thought they were going to return our money, but they approved everything. Now, wow. It is crazy. Wahala day, my brother. Wahala day. Everything is just about looting. See, how Ekiti State House is they telling people 5K. If 5K not too small for you. Oh! This is what T-Pain, a local government, has gotten us. Huh. The Nigerian government has accused the United States mission in Nigeria of orchestrating what they describe as a relentless smear campaign against the country, violating diplomatic norms and undermining bilateral goodwill. Because the US has been calling out the T-Pain's government. Fadiji, welcome. Oh. Poverty has been weaponized though in Nigeria, my brother. It has been weaponized. You know the outcome of that media summit that T-Pain and his people did? he was to come out and attack Peter Obi. All so many Twitter handles at the same time, they all tweeted Nigerian youths collectively reject PO. That's what they were saying. That was the outcome of their meeting. So everybody has been retweeting. Nigerian youths collectively with one voice reject Bola Ahmed Tinubu, returning it back to them. They are putting spotlight on the citizenship by investment and religious court bills. Honestly, they need to put spotlight on that thing. Hey, God. Do you know the kind of people that will become citizens in Nigeria? You don't even want to know. You, that you are a Nigerian, you will lose your own in the process. Meanwhile, Egbetokun, a girlfriend for police, they say the man, he elevates the woman, elevate her to a certain position within how many months? Egbetokun get girlfriend, a mistress, allegedly. That's what they said. Kai.
When we misappropriate, yes, there are a lot of things I want to ignore. I ignore these things on a daily basis. But yesterday morning I woke up and I couldn't bear when I saw what was trending on social media. That we are going to embark on another White Elephant project again. That 712 billion naira will be projected for Murtala International Airport, Lagos, for renovation. 712 billion naira. We are not doing proper things. We are not getting our priorities right. When we have misaligned allocation of resources, when we misappropriate, we do appropriation that are not tiling with the realities of our times. When we have a government that is not putting energy into, putting energy and investment into agriculture, that we could feed the world. We are projecting 712 billion naira for the renovation of the international airport that is working. It is this level and style that is used to steal public funds should stop. Because the other day we talked about 39 billion naira for international conference center that people can't even enjoy see after they went there for an occasion. 39 billion would have erected a new one. Nobody can argue that. Let's see the proposal from the contractor. And all of this is done by presidential assets, not by National Assembly appropriating resources for these particular projects. Then you have another one, 15 trillion naira being spent on Lagos Calabar highway, leading to nowhere. When we have 4,000 federal roads, kilometers of federal road that is not durable, and we are not investing our money in education. The nurses are on strike. Public health care is in a bad state. Go to Babalada Specialist Hospital. Go to federal medical centers across Nigeria. They're in bad state. Nobody can go to these hospitals. No medicine, no doctors. The nurses the numbers of nurses we have depleted so seriously because we don't have government that is putting money in the right direction. Our educational system is no longer serving the purpose. So we have a situation where government is mismanaging our money. There's nowhere in this kind of critical time that the government, a reasonable government, we wake up to spend 712 billion naira to renovate an international airport that is in operation. Because I wake up again like we can say, oh, you have made so money. No, we're not talking about how much you have made. That is not the problem. What we are talking about is the fact that the allocation of resources must align with the reality of today. The reality of today is that Nigeria is not a productive state. We have less than 1,000 industries. We have unemployment numbers rising every day. We have over 76% of our rural community living in multi-dimensional poverty. So we cannot have a situation where 65% of our country are in poor, abject poverty, and we are investing money in things that cannot, regenerate this money in rapid succession. We need to put money in agriculture. We have the land, we have the manpower. We need to put money there so that these resources can help boost the health of the economy, so that people can get jobs, so that the byproduct of the processing materials coming from our agricultural sector will help to give our economy the necessary help that it deserves. Please, Nigeria should speak up. We should stop having short attention span. People cannot be spending your money like this. And spending such amount of money without appropriation. That is what I see. You keep on doing everything with presidential assent. The framers of our constitution that determined that everything must pass through the National Assembly were not foolish. They did it with sense because we know that a power in one hand of one man will be abused. We cannot at this point spend 712 billion. We cannot. Yes.
Legitimately, there are few like me that are not. All the
I don't even know what to say. Hey, Fadiji, you say they are taking us for granted anyhow, and we are taking it like that. Indeed, Dati Ahmed was right. Democracy is for the people who know their rights. Absolutely, he was right. He was right. I wonder how Obi will handle the mismanagement of funds and gross misconduct already on ground in 4 years when he comes in. I trust him, Sha. You think the man is not... Peter Obi knows everything that is going on. Peter Obi knows. He go know as he go take manager. But my own, I made they collect the money. How I want to collect the money from their hand? That be my own. Because the money when they collect shra, we must collect them. We can't let it go. You understand? So we cannot let it go. Me not believe in letting the money jog. No. We must collect our money. They're just taking us for granted anyhow, and we are taking it like that. Exactly. But who are the people? I can't blame them. Fadiji, let me tell you, I can't blame the Nigerians in Nigeria. They've been beaten down. I don't know how to explain it. That's what a lot of us abroad don't understand. Do you know what it is not to be struggling every freaking day of your life? We forget how we left Nigeria. You are your own government. You have to provide your own electricity, provide your own security now. Remember, people are even afraid to come out because of fear of kidnap. They kidnap you, they collect money. It's not sure whether they will release you or not. Do you know what it means to live under those conditions? Do you understand what the psychological effect of that is? Food you cannot even afford to buy. Medicine you cannot afford. You are sick now. Malaria, they buy people for Nigeria now. Do you know that? Malaria, when they give chloroquine, now they get fake medicine all over the place. You don't even know whether the medicine when you buy na pure one or not be pure one. How many things, when you are busy thinking of what to eat, food, you are not, your body is not getting the needed, the essential nutrients for your body. How do you think about holding the government accountable? That will not be your immediate concern. Now your belly fair day okay first. Now it will be your immediate concern. That's why I said it before. I said Nigerians have become docile because of the food, the type of food that was given, that has been in circulation in the country, that your government does not care about. So people have been eating things that is making them docile. Do you know how demonic your politicians are? Do you know the kinds of things that they project into the atmosphere to keep the people bound so that they can do whatever they like? Do you know the extent your politicians go? The lengths they go to go and ensure that they can chain down the people so they can take... Oh my goodness. Fadiji, please. I can't blame the people, oh. I cannot blame them one bit. Sam, I can't. The elite, the so-called dumb elite, we not get elite for Nigeria, by the way, but for the sake of this conversation, the dumb elites that we have, those are the people that are supposed to be standing up and speaking. Those are the people that are supposed to be speaking on behalf of these impoverished Nigerians. Do you hear them saying anything? Apart from Peter Obi, Ahmed Dati, a few others, maybe ADC na Bolaji guy now, maybe Dino Melaye don't join now. How many people they talk for other people? They talk for the people. No, nobody else. Nobody else. So I no blame them, unless you Nigerians for here ready to go Nigeria go fight. I'm telling you. I no blame them. They've been beaten down. The only thing that will give them energy is when they see people. Why do you think that there's so much support for Peter Obi? These people think that, they can badmouth Peter Obi out of the hearts of people. It's not possible. You can't do that. You cannot badmouth Peter Obi out of the hearts of people because he has written his name in gold in the hearts of people. You cannot. Why do you think they're going in on Peter Obi every time? Why do you think they keep attacking him? It's because the people love Peter Obi and they see it. They see his popularity. They pain them. Oh, my people, let me leave it here for now. Nigeria matter not the end. As one they finish, another one. As one they finish, another one they start. As one they finish, another one they start. Let me play this last video by Peter Aka. The man always makes sense.
Nigeria is almost a lawless nation. We are a country that has so many laws but are governed by people who do not abide by the laws. In fact, we have a National Assembly who seem to be more of lawbreakers than the lawmakers. They make laws for the poor but cannot live by those laws. They chose what part of the judicial orders to obey and the ones they can violate. So when you want to see how corrupt a country is, look at the laws. So many laws for everything, but nobody is, because the problem are not the laws, it is the implementation of the laws. In Nigeria, if you go by the laws that protect people, everybody
Greetings, Oga. Welcome. Thank you for greeting us. Thank you. Busy day. All right, go ahead. Fasting is choking you, huh? Don't worry. Moral support. We are giving ourselves moral support. You will do it. You can do it. You will do it correctly.
be protected. Everybody should be okay. Women should be protected. Children. There is a Universal Basic Education Act that provides that there is compulsory education from primary to secondary level. But guess what? We have more than 20 million out of school children. So there is a disconnect between our laws and the enforcement of those laws. And that is where we must pay attention to, not having charlatans making laws that they cannot abide by. So the Nigerians do not believe it is possible to have free and fair elections.
I was going to say that.
A lot of Nigerians do not even want to invest time in that because they know it will not work. But the truth is, the more they refuse, the more you must insist, because that is your only silver bullet. So without it, don't give up. Debbie, if you complain about insecurity, hunger, inflation, unemployment, you are wasting time. Guess why? The persons who are responsible for this thing are coming back in 2027. If you fail to hold them accountable, you are renewing your Shege subscription for another 4 years. You go still lament. So either fix election now or continue to postpone the evil day.
Now the truth is, a lot of people have been protesting. This is not the first time that people are coming out to say we want a reform. But then, do you think that a time will ever come when this reform will take place?
Yes. The time is already coming.
Okay.
You know, there is nothing that incites or mobilizes national uproar than a bad and failed system. Now, the shege way you they go through go mobilize you. Because pretending not to be part of it or not paying attention to it does not insulate you from being a victim. You can be a victim of a process you decide to ignore. Nigeria can happen to you. Between now where you they plan to jackpot and when you jackpot, stray bullets can hit anybody.
Exactly.
People who have died were not protesting. For as long as you are under slavery or under bondage, fighting for freedom is forever until you get freedom. So the protests we have had in Nigeria have been, EndSARS. There is a lot that happened with EndSARS and all that. Now it has to be strategic. If you want to see a protest that will be efficient, identify one foundational problem. Identify the institution where it will be solved and shut down that place. We don't have any business on the toll gate or on the street. The National Assembly and the Presidential Villa and the State Houses of Assembly are the focus of Nigeria. That is where you will get what you want.
I was going to come to that EndSARS thing you said. Now, how do we talk to Nigerians to let them come out? Because someone who was a victim during that EndSARS, because I said something before,
those of them that died during the NSAS, to them, wherever they are, they think that Nigeria is better. Yes. Now, if someone who lost a family member, how would you talk to that person to let the person come out to make sure they seek for this electoral reform, to make sure Nigeria goes better?
Edafe, because your family member died from NSAS protest does not mean you too cannot die from Nigeria's dysfunction. Word. Your own family member may have died from NSAS bullets. Your own, maybe you reach UBTH and there is no oxygen. Or you are sick and there is no ambulance to take you there. Or there is even an ambulance but the road is flooded. There is no fuel. As long as you are alive, we must continue to struggle. And if we do not do anything to consolidate on the pain of the persons whose lives were lost, problem continues. It then means we have even failed them. Because as you rightly said, where they did, they go, they think say Nigeria don't better. Maybe they were martyrs. But not knowing that the persons who they were even fighting with have given up. Imagine such a situation. Nation building is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Every country that has developed was developed by resilient people. You will face challenges and difficulties, but you must be as tough as it gets. Give up, no join. No join, no. It's not in our dictionary.
Because if you go to embassies, you see the thousands of people that want to leave the country because a lot of Nigerian youths are already giving up on this country.
But if I make I shock you, when Ukraine and Russia started their war, and then they say that people are fighting there, Ukraine was looking for conscripts from other countries that may go to join them. Nigerians went to the Nigerian Foreign Affairs Ministry to go and put down their name that they want to go to Ukraine. Just because they interviewed them and said that no, now it is war with one of the most powerful military against Russia. They say that Nigeria is at war. Say it's the same thing. He said, Shebi, if you survive, they will give you visa, you go stay there. Let's go. If you die, you die. If I don't die, it is that bad.
Exactly.
Nigerians are migrating from Nigeria to Togo. People are leaving Nigeria. They are protesting against Nigerians in Ghana now. Remember 30 years ago, how many years ago under Shagari when it was Ghana must go? Today, Nigerians in Ghana are being threatened to even leave. Nigerians must go. Nigerians are in Cameroon. Nigerians, as we are talking, are in the Middle East. Iran and Iraq.
Benghazi. People are in Iraq.
The most populated black nation in the world. One of the most blessed countries in terms of human and natural resources. That is where we are as a people. So the desperation is frightening. We must fix it.
All right, so
it makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. So anyway, I'm going to end this live now. Gawale, I add another CCTV system at Alakijas. Your enemies are plenty and I have to secure my foodstuff. After fasting, my belly will cry for food and good. Oh my God. No GMO to be used in your farm, please. Exactly. The mindset of Nigerians, especially the city dwellers, is so warped that even though the Fulani terrorists are buying our village people, city dwellers are still casting and binding village people. Don't mind them. That's the problem. Justice for village people, though. Justice for them. So I'm going to be ending this live shortly, right? So I see a space that started on Twitter that I'm going to be streaming. I think it'll be interesting to listen to. They said it's a Digimedia feedback. So that Digimedia that they did on with APC did, people want the various people that will give feedback, so we can take, we can listen in and hear what other people's opinions are, so we can we'll know as we'll take one. Everybody go get safe for the matter. You understand? Make I let una listen to small before I restart another broadcast. Make we see what
sectionalize it. So, and the next thing I want to talk about is propaganda. People have been hearing a lot of people say that the APC are king of propaganda. I think we can match them with their energy. We can.
Enjoy, my brother. Thank you very much. I will stream this. I will end this now and stream it on the other one. So anybody who's interested, as now they do not chores, mukuna they listen. Tracy, darling, bye. Michael, Gawale, Kene, Fadiji, Dada. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate you guys. I'll see you on my next one.
that Tinubu is planning to hand over power to Wike, when he finishes in 2031, you see the Northerners will shout. The Northerners will say, hey, it will not happen well later.